So our next finger control technique we'll talk about a bit is Leno. Like all the other finger control techniques, there are variations on the theme. So, it's worth exploring if it's a look you like. And know that Leno is usually written one of two ways. You either work it on a closed shed, meaning you just have your heddle in neutral, or you work it on an open shed. So I'm going to do both, but I'm just going to do two different variations. And the first one is the standard Leno that's going to be done on open shed. Now, open does not necessarily mean up. What I have always learned is that the rightmost thread should be raised. So I'm in this case, since my outer thread is the rightmost thread, it's raised. I'm in a downshed. We're going to go with downshed. But if your heddles were threaded differently and your rightmost or your outermost thread was a whole thread, you would have your heddle up to work this. So we want our rightmost thread to be raised. If you're working from right to left, if you're working from left to right, it would go the other way. And again, I don't know that my pattern is going to work out evenly here. What you're actually doing is twisting the two layers around each other. So we're going to pull the topmost thread, the one on the right, over to the left and raise the bottom one on our pickup stick. But you see, when this were to go back into normal position, it's now these two threads are crossed. Right down here where we're going to put our shed in, you can see the cross is forming. So then you want to move the next one over, bring up the bottom thread, push down the top thread. So you're always picking up the bottom thread in this context first and leaving the top thread second, which in essence twists them because our rightmost thread was the top thread, but since we're picking it up second, this is a little bit like cabling without a cable needle. You're picking it up second, so you're basically putting them back on your pickup stick out of order. And that's what creates that characteristic twist that Leno is known for. And you can see it forming down here at the bottom, right? All of these rightmost threads are now crossed over the bottom shed or the threads from the bottom shed, and they're making this this little X down there. And again, this particular technique is worked on an open shed for the way I'm doing it. You can do this on a closed shed. You just have to lift and pick up and twist things manually. And it's a lot harder to do. You can't really use a pickup stick to do the twisting like I am here. Let's see, down. There we go. You have to do it with your fingers, and then the pickup stick just really becomes a holder. So it can be worked on an open or a closed shed as far as the pickup part of it goes. So, but there are some techniques that are easier to work on, different variations that they'll tell you, you do this on a closed shed, you do this on an open shed. So again, like many things in weaving, there's more than one way to accomplish it, and there's actually variations on a theme. And like every other finger manipulated technique we've talked about thus far, this is not fast. Let's see, I just put that down, so I need to pick up. So the way you can kind of tell where you are is to see, have I got a cross? If I have a cross, I need to start my repeats over, pick up the bottom thread. If I don't have a cross, or the cross is kind of here, hanging out here, it's not completed, that means I need to go under the next thread. And then put your finger in and just manipulate them around. Okay, I have one orphan on the end, so there we go. Okay, so all the instructions that I have looked at says once you've done this step, in my case, my Heddle's in the down position, to just turn the pickup stick on its edge and put the shuttle through, which I can do, but you're not going to get that super, like, it's not going to hold itself up. I mean, basically we're making a tunnel. It's not going to be a full-on shed. Like if that were the shed I was getting, if I were using my pickup stick in other contexts, it would not be good. But you can see the twist. If that makes you nervous, if it's just too hard for you, you can put your Heddle in neutral. It gives you a much better shed. Now, does it matter? I don't know, except now you've got to remember which shed was down and which shed was up. So I think the question here is just to remember when you're picking up, if you cannot get your pickup stick to go on its edge enough, or if this is hard for you, if you have a hand strength issue, arthritis, whatever, then you can put it in neutral, but you're going to have to remember from whence you came to get to the neutral. After I have done this twist, I'm going to take out the pickup stick and I'm going to beat this into place. And this is not an easy beat either, by the way, because the threads don't want to, that twist is going to delimit how far down you can go. And once you get to a certain point, I physically cannot beat that any tighter. But what I'm also not happy about is the draw in. So obviously that needs to be adjusted. You're going to have a little bit of a turn on your edge here. I'm going to actually pull this out, readjust this, and then beat it. And I'm going to start watching because I don't want to beat it. I don't want it to frown. Pulling it open kind of helps. There we go. So I was in a down shed. So now then we set this by working an up shed pick in this case, or a down, depending on how you started, right? I said we picked up in the down. You're going to work a row, the row that does the twist, and then you're going to work a row of plain weave to sort of set it. Okay, so again, I'm going to put this in neutral just to make my pick because I want to stop here for a minute, hold this, and talk about what's going to happen here at this turn. So one of the things that is a little frustrating to me about Leno 2 is this. You kind of have to give yourself the best of all possible worlds here on the corner. The turn is going to let you winkle that weft thread down in there a little bit tighter than it would be if you were just doing a normal the rest of the Leno. In other words, the farther I get from the turn, the harder it is to push this weft into place. Like I'm meeting resistance like right there. So I need to really use some strength to get this. And then what I'm having trouble with, of course, is this edge, this turn seems to me like it's a little crunched up. So I can sort of tweak it. I can sort of play with it. And again, like most finger control techniques, that may be the answer to that may just be what you have to do. But it does create this kind of longer edge on the selvage. And obviously this is going to do the same thing because we're untwisting now for this row. So here's our second pick back, which obviously I got a little bit tighter there, but it's also untwisting then everything you twisted before. And then we're just into normal plain weave. So I think the fussiness and the edges on Leno are one of the things that I kind of struggle with.